Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a full face of first impressions. I've been a bit sick lately, so sick. A couple weeks ago I ended up getting strep throat. I'm assuming from Porter/daycare. It was so random and it really knocked me out. Like, I was so exhausted, my glands were so swollen, my throat was in so much pain, I had to go to the doctors and all that, got on antibiotics, it was like a whole thing. And then I finally got better just in time for Porter's first birthday. Holy crap. Here's one. Oh my god. I don't know. Do you guys want to see a chit chat get ready with me of me just like talking about parenthood so far? If you want to see that, let me know and I'll do a question box on Instagram. But yes, I have a 1-year-old. It's so weird to say that. This past year has been so hectic. Especially with building the house and everything as well. Like, we've just done so much, so I'm actually really looking forward to this next year. You know, I'm kind of used to being a mum now. Like, I'm in the groove a little bit and the house is done, and I feel like hopefully this year can be a little bit more, not relaxing because I'm gonna have a toddler, but you know what I mean. It's just one less thing on my plate, not doing the build, and you know, he's not a newborn anymore. It's not so like full on. For me, the newborn stage was like by far the hardest so far. The older he gets, the more I love it, and hopefully I continue to think that as he turns into a full-blown toddler. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. So yeah, if my voice sounds a little bit funny, it's just still recovering. Like, I'm literally fine. I've pretty much finished all of my antibiotics and I don't feel sick anymore, but just sounds a bit funny like in my sinuses for some reason. It's gonna be interesting too over the next few months because our neighbor has just started building right next door, which is so exciting for them. But obviously that means that there's going to be some like construction noises and everything, so I don't know how that's going to affect my videos, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm going to start with primer. This is the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer Illuminating, and it's silicone free. It's got a little squeeze tube kind of walt packaging, and the packaging, come on Shannon, there we go. The packaging is really cute. It's like this pinky tube. Oh, that feels so nice. Truth be told, I feel like today I could have just sat in bed all day and just slept and caught up on sleep, but I just wanted to get something filmed for you guys. I have so much stuff to do and I just feel better when I just get it done sometimes. Like, even if I'm a bit tired, like if I have a big to-do list, I don't know, I get the worst anxiety if I just like, you know, don't tick anything off. Sometimes being productive ends up making me feel so much better. Don't get me wrong, sometimes all you need to do is rest. I think it was just me being more lazy than anything. Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector and Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I don't even know what these are, but I bought them on his website. This looks like a bronzer kind of shade. This is in medium. This is the Skin Perfector. It's like ombre. I also have this Cleo Kill It Cover Mesh Glow Cushion. I love Cleo's well, makeup products in general, but especially the base products, and their highlighters and blushes and things are so pretty. Okay, so the Skin Perfector, this one right here, I'll just read it on the Sephora website. It says it's a 3-in-1 powder to perfect, illuminate and set. It's a bronzer, highlighter and finishing powder, available in 5 universal shades, sheer coverage without clogging pores, and keeps your complexion radiant and glowing. And then the Skin Enhancer, oh my god, I sound so nasally. Ugh. Every time I have a nasally voice I think about Phoebe and Friends, like every time. So this is a balm. This is 3-in-1 tinted complexion balm that warms and nourishes with sheer coverage to even out skin tone. So it's essentially like a cream bronzer but just sheer. People are saying it's a cream bronzer in the reviews if you're into a more natural look. Don't know, we'll give it a go. And if you guys have any tips on how you like to use these products, then feel free to comment below and let me know. So let's start with the base product, I guess. This is the Cleo Kill It Cover Mesh Glow Cushion SPF 50+, and it's in the shade Ginger 4BO. And if there's one thing Cleo does well, it's the packaging. It comes with a refill, and here is the packaging itself. So cute. It's like, I don't know, that kind of like pinky glass look. And then it's got a mirror, it's got the puff, and it's got the product sealed underneath. Hopefully the color works. I think it'll work. Looks like this, so let's go ahead and try it out. So if you don't know what these kind of products are, it's like a creamy liquid and like a little cushion. These are so good because you can like travel really easily with them, put them in your handbag for touch-ups, stuff like that. and I really like how they often have a lot of SPF. I really like the Clio ones. I've talked about them a few times in my videos. You can use this puff, or you can use like a sponge or a brush or whatever you want. I might switch to a brush because I think it's a little bit quicker, but these do work really, really well as well. You can already see the coverage, it's like flawless. Let me zoom you in so you can kind of see. It's so, so, so smooth. I'm going to switch over to a flat face brush. I'm going to just dip my brush straight in and then just stipple it on. I feel like the colour is basically perfect for me right now. Maybe like half a shade too light, but by the time we put on that Mario bronzer product, it should be fine. So let me know in a comment what's new with you. What have you been up to? Have you been studying, working? Have you got a baby on the way? Are you parenting? Is there anything new with you? I'd love to know. This feels very lightweight and the coverage is like a medium to full coverage. And now I want to try out this. So once again, it's the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in the shade Light Medium. We use the same brush. Like, I don't really know. I guess we'll just give it a go. So I'm gonna dip in. It kind of, I don't know, melts. Look at that. I'm just going to, oh yeah, it's just like a sheer kind of bronzer, I guess. And it's quite smoothing. Yeah, it's pretty. If you like a very light natural look, I feel like it's smoothing out my skin a lot too. This is perfect just to darken up the foundation a little bit as well. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. And it's so easy to blend. I'm like not even trying. Okay, I was expecting just to be like about this. If it was just like a sheer bronzer, I was like meh. But actually, there's something about like the finish of it that's really, really pretty and really smooth. I'm going to use some on my jaw. I feel like sometimes bronzer on my jaw is just too much and it leaves me looking patchy and just, you know, it's not the prettiest finish. Whereas this, because it's a little bit sheerer and it's so smoothing, I feel like it's perfect for under the jaw. Yeah, I feel like this is like the new it girl for jaw contour. So pretty. I'm shocked. I mean, I'm gonna use some you know, eyeshadow and stuff, but I'm gonna go in with a round eye brush just to see how it looks. Contouring my eyelid a little bit. If you wear quite lightweight makeup as well, like you wear quite natural makeup on a day-to-day basis, just very like clean makeup, I think you will absolutely love this product because it looks very like clean girl. Oh my god, look at my jaw, it looks snatched. Well, compared to normal. I'm still very, very, very like swollen right now. I feel like I need to give myself a really good like lymphatic massage, like just move all the fluid because my glands were so swollen. You guys would have laughed. You couldn't even see where any of my jaw was. Like my neck was so, so puffy. My whole face, like under my eyes, was even puffier than right now. Just all of the fluid retention. It was crazy. Like I need to give myself a really good facial massage and just like, you know, release it a little bit. I haven't done it yet. I've kind of just been healing, focusing on healing, but that would be so good right now, like just around my nose, just like a really nice massage. Oh my god, I'm craving it now. Moving on to this Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector Radiant Skin Powder in shade Medium. Let's go small face brush, which looks like this, and it has a glitter in it, a star glitter. Okay, maybe I should conceal first quickly. I'm just going to use something I have right here. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte in Nougat. I'm going to use my Ultra Soft Powder Puff by XO Beauty. And I'm going to blend that out. I love this with creams and liquids and of course powders, but it makes the coverage so good using a puff like this. Can you guys let me know what indie brands you want me to try as well? I really want to try some more indie brands, like just small brands that do some cool unique products. Now I'm going to go in with like, I don't know, the lighter area of the powder and just set under my eyes first. Oh, I think this is a bad idea. I feel like it's too heavy under the eyes. It looks very powdery. That's way too heavy under the eyes. I'm gonna use just a small amount. It's so heavy. I can like see where I'm applying it. It's like highlighter. Okay, I'm just gonna persevere and just see what happens. Dusting it along my T-zone. I'm going to go back in with my puff. I'm going to go in with just some baking powder. This is the She Glam Bake Glow Setting Powder in light pink. I'm just going to like attempt to bake on top of it and hope that it kind of like calms it down a little bit, because it's like really bad under the eyes. Don't use it under the eyes. Sorry about the lighting continuously changing, by the way. I mean, hello, it is my video. Of course the lighting's going to do that, but it's like extra bad today. It must be really cloudy outside. I've got my little blind down right now. So if we have super cakey under eyes today, mind your own business. All right, let's go into like the darker part of this powder. It's so pigmented. And let's just try applying that kind of where we have the, I forget what that product was called, but you know what I'm trying to say, bronzer. I honestly feel like it looks quite pretty. Like these products do look pretty. This one I feel like is better for bronzer. Like I like it as a bronzer, but not like setting powder. Definitely looks quite chunky and glowy, like these lighter colors. So yeah, maybe with a big brush like buffed over. I don't know, we can try a little bit. Let's just see. Yeah, that probably works a little bit better, but even then, like, it's not the most smoothing powder, like, as an all over kind of powder, but I do like it for bronzer. Overall though, I'm feeling flawless. Love this. So, I'm so surprised, but I love it so much. I'm just gonna blend this jaw. I'm just gonna leave that powder there for a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna go find some brow stuff. Oh, we've got a new brow powder, and do you know what? This came in so perfect. I just got this in the mail the other day. It's by Benefit, and it's the Goof Proof Brow Powder in the shade 3, Warm Light Brown, which I think will be perfect. They sent me a little brush too. But I literally was just hunting for a new brow powder on Sephora and on Mecca like a week ago. I think I did end up buying one. I can't remember which one I bought, but hey, I'm excited to have this one too to give a go. So, just looks like this. Tap into it and just kind of fill in any gaps. I tinted my eyebrows like 3 weeks ago and it's held the colour so well this time, and I have no idea why. I don't know what I did different. But I'm so happy, because often the tints just like fade so quickly on me, but I love the way tinted brows look. So the powder goes on super pigmented but easy to blend. Looks smooth, it doesn't look patchy or anything like that. I actually really like it. Surprise, surprise, I really love Benefit brow products almost every time. Brushing the hairs down and then using the angled brush to like fill in the gaps. I'm just trying to thicken up the tail a little bit. And then I'm going to use the Bomb Brows Full and Fluffy in the shade Light Brown by Huda Beauty. If I ever use this, I feel like I haven't. It's got like little fibers in it. It's like a really tiny brush. I'm just going to use this to fluff my brows and hopefully hold them in place and just thicken them up. Oh, it feels nice. I feel like the wand is a little bit too long. Like I'm like a bit worried about going around like my arch, but I mean I haven't messed up really. I just have to be careful. Okay, yeah, I like this. I don't think I've ever used this before. I really do like it. It made this area where I like completely drew on a new tail look like actual eyebrow hairs. Like it looks fluffy. Alright, let me find an eyeshadow palette. It's getting really bright. I feel like our vibe today is very like glam, so I found this palette that I haven't used before. It's the Tarte Man Eater After Dark palette. Here is how she looks out of the box. Gold back. And then this like leopard print black top. Feels really nice. Ooh. And then it opens up. This is slick. Look how thin it is. Looks like this. Here's all of the colors. Some nice mattes and shimmers in here. I'm going to start with Lust. It's like a rosy light neutral. I'm just going to take that on my round eye brush and smash that all over the crease area. I have no idea what kind of eye look I'm doing today. I mean, it's going to be somewhat neutral. I'm going to kind of just, I don't know, neutralize it, I guess, with a bit of Temptress. I'm going to pop that in the crease. It is such a pretty colour. Maybe this is going to reignite my love for eyeshadow. Ooh. Actually, let me take some more of it and bring it through the front of the eye socket as well. I just want to use a little bit of an eye base, so I'm going to go in with Two Steps Ahead by Kylie. This is the matte liquid eyeshadow. I love these, because all I want to do is like a nice light champagne on the lid right now, but I always do that. So instead, let's do something dark. This is a crease detail brush by XO Beauty. I'm going to go in with the shade Nightfall, which is like a shimmery dark brown, and it looks so pretty. It looks like it's going to be really pigmented. Yes. Oh my gosh. So I'm just tapping that on the lid. I'm kind of leaving the first third bare. Going back into Temptress. I'm going to try and blend in the edges of that dark brown, and then maybe a little bit of On the Prowl. I'll just flip my brush over and use this one, so it's still not like super light but it's not super dark, just to contrast a little bit on that inner part. These eyeshadows go on really nice. I'm gonna go in with a winged liner brush with Animal Instinct, which is like a black, I think it's black. Is it black or almost black? I don't know. Just gonna stamp that on the lash line. Yeah, I think it's black. Yeah, this is a really nice black eyeshadow. Oh, it's so nice. Just to make the eye pop a little bit, I'm gonna go in with Toast Eye Halo by XO Beauty. This isn't obviously a new first impression, but I just feel like it'll look perfect with this look. And I just need to like, I don't know, bring it together somehow. I'm going to do one side and just show you the difference. I'm just using a really small amount. I'll tap it out with the brush. See the difference? Like, it just looks a bit more like put together, I think. I've got the MAC Stack. I already tried one of these, but I got like two. There was like two different ones. But this is the MAC Micro Brush Black Stack Mascara. Alright, so here is one coat. Very pretty. And it is insane on the bottom lashes. It's almost too much on the bottom, but I'm going to use falsies today too. I was real bad when I was sick. I don't know what it is. Like, I have this thing sometimes when I've got really bad anxiety. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but like sometimes I pick at like my skin. Like I'll like squeeze at non-existent pimples and like create a mess of my face. I'll like pick at my lashes and like pull them out, and I pulled out so many of my lashes, and now I've got like these big huge gaps, which is really bad. It's such a bad habit. I don't do it all the time, but like, I don't know if you can see, I've got this huge gap right here. Every now and then, yeah, when I'm really anxious and not feeling my best, it's like my brain takes over and it's like a self-soothing thing. Can anyone else relate? Like, does anyone else do that, or is that really weird? I'm sure someone else is like that. So I definitely want some falsies to cover up the big huge gap I've got in this eye. Like, I've really done a number. But the lashes still look amazing with this mascara. I think it's really good. Look at that. That's only one coat as well. I'll do a little bit of a second coat just to see. Real nice. I really like it. It's very black. Gives a little bit of a curl. Just very black, very thickening, like lots of volume. I'm going to use these lashes because they look really sad by themselves on this tray. The bakes will be all in the below. Here is the before. Here's the after. Oh, it's so freaking bright outside, but pretty. I just added a slight coat of mascara to the lashes too, just to blend them in and make them a little bit more thick. Blush. I have this new Laura Mercier Very Berry Blush Color Infusion. Very pretty packaging. Look how cute. This is like a darker color than I typically go for, but let's see how it looks. Just gonna blend that on with a Duo Fiber brush. Blends out really well. A little bit goes a long way. Like, look how deep this is compared to what I normally go for. Just going to use a highlighter I already have here because I don't really have new ones. I'm going to start off by using this. So this is the Rose Gold Powder Highlighter by Jouer. Brow bone. Tip of the nose. Bridge. And then cheekbone. It leaves almost like a golden sheen. I haven't used this in so long. I have a little bit of texture around where I've used that Mario powder with the lighter shades. It's like left, I don't know, kind of textured look. It looked fine as a bronzer, but that's about it. Just use some Morphe setting mist. This has caught my eye. Look how beautiful and shimmery this is. Like, are you kidding me? It's like glitter. This is in the shade Amber Sparkle lip gloss by Anastasia. And then I have some lip pencils. I really like this brand for lip pencils. Peaches and Cream. Got lots of different like nude vibes. Maybe this one. This is Praline. So just aligning the perimeter and kind of blending it in a little bit. You guys know the drill. Then we're going to go in with the lip gloss. I feel like I'm wearing so much makeup right now because I haven't worn like dark eyeshadow like this in so long. Oh my gosh, look at that colour. Wow. You can definitely like feel the glitters in this gloss. Like it feels a bit gritty, but it looks so pretty. Smells like caramel. Make sure you exfoliate your lips well because it definitely shows up the dry skin on your lips. So this is the finished makeup look. Wow, I have not done smoky eyes in so long. It's weird to look at myself with such dark eyeshadow. I've really gotten used to myself with like no eyeshadow or like really lightweight eyeshadow, you know, a bit of bronzer or a bit of shimmer on the eyelid, but this is like a whole thing. The only thing I wish turned out a little bit different is the pressed powder. Just something a bit smoother would have been nice, but I mean with the setting spray it definitely helped. It doesn't look as like chunky anymore, but you can definitely still see a little bit more skin texture than normal. Love the brow powder, love the blurring bronzer balm kind of product. Those are a couple of highlights today for sure. And the brow mascara I really liked. I actually really like how my eyebrows look today. First time not wearing them slicked up in a little while. Kind of taking this whole makeup look back to like 2017, 2018. Not sure about the highlighter to be honest. I mean that's a bit of a throwback one. I don't even know if they sell that anymore, do they? Maybe, maybe not. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!